Andrew Balding is an Oaks winning trainer. The dream is that he might be a Derby winning trainer by the end of next week. Andrew, Bangkok, you must have very high hopes.
Yeah, I think Lee's got a good CV going into the race. He was a decent 2-year-old. Probably his 2-year-old campaign could have gone better, but that's largely my fault.
Why was it your fault?
Well, I think I probably made a mistake of running him back after his excellent first effort. Running him back too soon at Ascot, just thought it was an opportunity that, for various reasons, that we should take, and it was probably the wrong thing to do. And his 2-year-old career could have mapped out a little differently if that hadn't been the case. But we decided after his third run that, although we could have gone on and done more at 2, that probably he was all about his 3-year-old career, and happily that's gone to plan so far.
3-year-old career started at Doncaster, where he beat Telecaster. Obviously, at that point, you wouldn't have known you were beating the future Dante winner, but it looked strong form at the time. That performance in itself must have delighted you.
Yeah, it was. The horse had been working very well beforehand, and I was surprised that something was still there when he quickened furlong and a half out. I thought he'd put the race to bed, and Telecaster was still there, so it was pretty obvious that he was a decent horse. And then 9 lengths back to the third horse. So yeah, strong maiden form, and then obviously stepped up well at Sandown.
Yeah, I mean the Sandown effort, again really encouraging. Put the race to bed very quickly. You were minded almost immediately, weren't you, to hold fire then and not to go on anywhere else from Sandown?
Yeah, well, I mean the reason for going to Sandown was it gave us options that if things hadn't gone to plan or he got unlucky and we needed to run again, we had time to go to the Dante or the Lingfield Derby trial if we wanted to. But he jumped through the hoops, and there was little point in trying to give him another hard race in between.
And the build-up to the Derby since then, all A1?
Yeah, couldn't be happier with him. I don't want to tempt fate because obviously this is the crucial time, the last week. You don't want any hiccups the last 10 days. But he's a very good workhorse. He'd never fail. You'd know if there was something wrong with him. I haven't got many that can lead him at home. We have to keep swapping the lead horse because it becomes demoralising for the others. No, he does everything very easily. There's a lot of other tests on Derby Day. It's a very different atmosphere, very different sort of preliminary build up to the race, which he's got to take in his stride. But if he can do that and settle during the first half of the race, I'm sure he'll be there with a shout settle through the first half of the race. He'll be there with a shout in the second half of the race.